the root of all excellence.
I'd like to welcome everybody to the root of all excellence.
Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. So, how has everything been, Mariah? I mean, we kind of, we kind of missed a week. So
Yeah, I was kind of busy.
Yeah, how was it for you doing this week?
Not bad. I got my Christmas decorations up,
Yeah.
which I'm excited about. Feeling very festive.
Okay.
Yeah, my inside decorations, my tree, my stockings, some garland.
Yeah. So yeah,
I feel like it just sets a mood.
it
like
does for real. It really does.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Walking through the hallway and it's lit up and
Ornaments.
Ornaments.
Yeah, I love ornaments.
Yeah. So
They make me happy.
you have ornamented up our crib.
Yeah, well, part of it. I think it's like a little splash.
Okay.
I don't think I overdid it.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Anything else that was like exciting? Like during the time span in which like we kind of missed a week?
No. Not that I could think of.
Okay.
What about for you?
To be honest, I don't remember any of last week.
None of it?
None of it.
You went out.
All right. So, me and Rashad, kind of went and hung out. So, I mean, that was dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think, in the environment, I kind of like it, man. I didn't want to be honest.
You didn't want to like it?
I didn't want to like the environment as much as I like it.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wanted to just be like, okay, nice, whatever, it's cool. I love that place.
What? Why you don't just want to, like, have happy experiences?
No, I just think my expectation of it wasn't going to be like what it is. And so every time I go, like, it's like better and better.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean?
I see.
So, initially I went there with like, okay, this is cool. This is all right. And then the second time I went, it was like, yo, we got to come more often. And then the third time I went was like, I need to be here every day.
Let me get a membership.
So yeah, we even kind of like was like, yo, how much does it cost to be in the glass room? So, yeah, that was dope. And other than that, like I really don't. It kind of flew by kind of fast for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this week.
This week did go by fast.
So, I just been kind of like zoned out, focused. Kind of trying to figure everything out for the trip. How do you feel about doing a podcast while we out there?
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe. I think there's a lot, I feel like there's a lot that's going to be happening.
Yo, too much probably.
But then I feel
Low-key.
like it's like, okay, maybe one thing a day. That's not too bad.
Nah.
But then you still have like the kick it time,
Right.
the resort time.
Right. You kind of want to experience everything without.
But I think we're probably going to get together and talk anyways.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So, I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
You will see.
We'll see how it feels. It'd probably be more like a casual chit chat.
Okay.
I think more so than like a,
Like a podcast.
Right.
Right. So yeah, man. I'm kind of excited about that.
Do you want to? Like, do you want to pack all the stuff?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I don't.
That's the part. You got to pack it.
Right. And this packing stuff is like overrated, man.
I think the worst part is unpacking from a trip. Trip is over. There's no excitement. There's nothing. Now I got to put this stuff away.
Right.
Oh, not unpacked for years.
No, you can't do that. But I get it. Like, I get it.
Just throw the whole suitcase away.
It's nah, man, we can't do that, but I get it.
That's my least favorite part.
Yeah.
Unpacking.
So yeah, I mean,
But I don't mind packing because there's that excitement of about to go somewhere. What am I gonna wear?
well, for me, packing is, you don't want to, I like to forget things.
Oh.
Like the one thing that, oh man, I should have brought that. I'll forget. So I try to pack early to prevent that.
Just make a list.
Yeah, I'm not really good at lists.
Lists make a whole difference.
I might forget to put it on the list.
You might forget to put it on the list, but if you do your list early enough, right?
Right.
And you go through your list like 5-6 times.
Okay.
It's not likely that you're going to forget it.
Right.
If you have like a actual packing list.
Right.
Not just what am I going to wear list.
Right. Okay.
Because you need the extras like the toiletries, the phone charger, and all that stuff.
Right. So yeah. Maybe I'll do that now then.
Maybe do it tomorrow.
Yeah, get it done and try to see if I can make sure I don't forget nothing this time.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. It's coming
Excited.
up.
Christmas coming up.
Yeah, Christmas is coming up.
Okay.
Trip is coming up. I gotta get my nails done.
Yeah.
Hair done.
Yeah. And then we got like other things we probably need to do before we go on the trip.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
let's get into it.
All right.
Let's get into it. So like first of all, I want to say welcome home to Brittney Griner. She is currently free right now, right?
I don't know if she's free, but I know she's back.
She is back. Yeah, man. So, now I know that like when something like this happens, you don't just like go home.
Right.
Right. So they have to make sure that whatever went on over there, that you're good, right?
How do they do that?
I'm pretty sure it's some type of briefing.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
You just can't be locked up in Russia for almost a year. And then come back and they just be like, all right, you can go to your house now. No. Right. They have to like debrief you, brief you, make sure like they didn't put a chip in you or something.
No.
Or
turn you into a spy.
Right. Or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How are you mentally?
I don't know if they really check that.
What?
Mentally.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a part of the entire process.
I don't know. I mean, I think it should be, but I don't know that it necessarily is.
That's the easy part.
I mean, don't nobody get checked mentally when they get out of prison.
That's prison, though. And that's prison here.
Right. They don't care.
That's prison here, though. We in prison. You in prison in Russia. And we understand that America and Russia is not that cool.
Right.
Right? They low key, like, beefing.
Yeah, I just wonder what the process would be, because...
So, I mean, I don't really know. I don't think it's a way that we could find out completely.
I mean, she might do an interview or something. Somebody might ask her.
Yeah.
Later.
But I don't think even she would be able to tell us everything.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
But I don't know.
So, yeah, so I'm pretty sure like there's gonna be a process in which like for a couple days they're gonna like, they might be treating her good. She might have wings or something. I don't know.
In a hotel somewhere.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. But I mean, I'd just send her home.
I seen she cut her hair.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Like low or what?
Yeah, like a buzz cut a little bit.
Oh, like shaved it off?
Yeah. So she had dreads and
recent? Like
yeah, like when she was over there in jail.
Oh, maybe they did.
Maybe. But also I think I might have read something where the lawyer said she cut her dreads from like to stop freezing.
To stop freezing?
Yeah, because every time she take a shower, her hair be wet.
It was wet.
Yeah. and get a chill, and it might have not been the best conditions.
Right.
So
I could see that. I didn't see she cut her hair, but I don't think I paid much attention though.
Right. So yeah, I mean, there's pictures where you can see like, I mean, any more dreads.
Chop.
Yeah.
Big chop.
Yeah. So let me ask you, like hearing the news, it was like breaking news. It was out of nowhere. How did you feel about it?
I think it was just like, oh, okay. Like, how did this work? Y'all just swapping people?
Real talk, like
who they swap her for? That's what I was thinking. Like,
right.
Who's this guy? What did he do?
Right.
Was he in jail for marijuana too, or what he was in jail for? So,
right.
Had to do a little digging.
Yeah.
What was his name? Victor
Bout, something like that.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it worked out for him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I think he had been over here for like years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got locked up like in the early 2000s.
So he probably wasn't getting out no time soon either. So wasn't he like arms dealer?
Yeah, arms dealer. But more than that, like I think he was an arms dealer to us.
Oh, from Russia?
Yeah, and he was like, I mean, I forget his nickname. But like what he mean to Russia, especially during wartime, is something different.
So it was like a chess piece.
Yeah, so his nickname is the Merchant of Death.
Oh. That sounds intense.
Right. So you can only imagine like what kind of dude this is, especially during wartime, that
the Merchant of Death.
How valuable he is.
Yeah.
Did you see the handoff?
I think I saw a picture of it.
Oh man, they was dapping this dude like he was like, like family, like you know what I mean? Like
he missed him.
Right, like he was real family. So yeah, I mean, you can kind of understand that he's valuable to Russia. So I mean, that was just like interesting. See, it's like some movie shit.
Yeah.
So.
And the publicity around it is, I think that's the different part, right? Because you said this happens all the time.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever noticed or paid
They make
attention.
swaps and stuff like this all the time. Where they'll make a deal to get someone out of prison, like abroad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, but this was like some movie, helicopter, hopping out the plane. You get your people, you know what I mean? Like some movie stuff. I'm like, wow. For me,
yeah,
I love the fact that she's free. I felt like she shouldn't have been in jail in the first place. I felt like it was like a pawn that they used in order to maybe get
Victor,
the Merchant of Death out. You know,
but maybe that was like the strategy that was taking so long because maybe they didn't want to give up the Merchant of Death.
Probably
for her.
And this is where I started to feel like conflicted.
Okay.
Right? This nigga is the Merchant of Death.
Right.
We got to send her back.
Yeah.
Not even like Shaq or nobody. Just a center. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
does she even play anymore? You know what I mean?
I don't. Right. And
the trauma of that.
How does that look?
Right.
Right. Does this affect how she play?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean, also, me being a veteran, I understand there's a lot of POWs locked up in Russia. And so to like look beyond them.
Right. For her.
Right. when you probably could have did like, you know, like an NFL draft trade or something, or you know what I mean?
Right.
I give you the merchant of death for Brittney, 3 POWs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Something like that.
Maybe that's what was taking so long with the negotiations.
Maybe we don't know what really goes on behind the scenes or something like this.
Right. What they were trying to do, what they were trying to get.
Right.
Who was holding up what.
Right.
Yeah.
I kind of knew, I kind of had a hint that she was going to be free because at some point they had like lost her.
They lost her.
Yeah, like so it was a point where it had came out like they had lost her. Like, they don't know where she's at.
That's weird.
And then she had popped back up. Like, here I go.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't.
It's just understand.
I'm like, yo, why is it all this stuff going on?
Yeah.
Maybe they kind of figuring it out.
Right.
So I think that's probably, you know, they kind of gave me a hint that something is happening.
Right.
Like something is in motion.
Right.
Yeah, but other than that, you know, one, I felt like we got cheated on this trade.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that.
Happy for her.
Yeah, I'm glad that she's home. I know that a lot of people, as far as like the entire sports community, is definitely glad that she's home. And Brittney Griner was somebody that I used to watch before she came to the NBA. She was dunking.
Where you was watching her at?
I think she played for Baylor.
Oh.
Let me Google that because I don't want to be wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, Baylor University.
Okay.
So, Baylor, and it was always, and she was like viral early on YouTube because she can dunk. And not like Lisa Leslie dunk. I'm talking about 2 hands dunking. Catching alley-oops.
Right.
So, definitely impressive, you know. So yeah, you know, shout out to her. Hope that everything works out. Hope that nothing like, you know, too traumatizing has happened, and maybe she'll go back to basketball, maybe not.
Yeah.
She's still pretty young as far as like a basketball player.
It's just hard to say like how you gonna feel.
Right. And I know this is gonna affect like as far as, you know, her basketball career. Because you're not going over there to play again.
Right.
And
you shouldn't.
Right. And also, you know, she's gonna have a book deal, then a movie. So
maybe.
So this may change the trajectory of her career.
Yeah. And there's a lot of attention and popularity that happened from this.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of attention to her specifically. Because, you know, like the WNBA isn't really like a real popularized sport in terms of like support that it gets.
But it is connected with the NBA, and I think because of that, it's going to get like a push. We can expect like 8 interviews to come later.
Yeah, I'm sure. Especially if she go back to playing.
She's going to be sitting down with like Gail or somebody.
She might even get Oprah.
Oh, definitely. You might get Oprah. Yeah. That would be dope, though.
I'm sure Oprah will come.
And also, she's going to be like queen of all the gay people.
Queen of gay people.
Queen of LGBT. Guaranteed.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're going to take this, you know, and host it up.
Maybe.
So, I mean, I'm just honestly glad that she's back, and
yeah, I can honestly say like not hating on her. Like I'm glad that she got this and got this opportunity.
Definitely, but man. And I felt the way like when it first happened. Like,
but I also think like there's a lot of people that are locked up abroad.
Oh, definitely. A lot of POWs that don't. It's not going to get a chance because they're not a center.
Right. And they don't have like the followers.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like you don't have the celebrity, so But the reason why you over there in the first place is, you know what I mean?
Right.
It ain't because you want to play sports.
Right. You was like serving your country.
Right.
So yeah, definitely.
But I don't know. So it's just there's a lot of people that get locked up abroad. So
yeah.
But I'm glad there's progress. We could see that.
Right.
There's hope.
Hope.
Yeah.
And we gotta just stay tuned in to see like what comes of this. I'm excited to see like what if she come back to the WNBA. What I know, like I would be. I'm scoring 60 a game.
Yeah.
I'm scoring 60 a game. Y'all just try to lock me up.
They did lock you up.
No, like for 9 years though. They try to like put her away.
Yeah.
And you get this chance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scoring 65 points a game.
Maybe.
A game.
Or you may be traumatized and you don't want to play no more.
It's possible.
You know what I mean?
But if I'm not traumatized, 12 dunks a game.
That's something.
Something crazy.
Yeah. Well, I hope she does well. I hope she's okay.
And shout out to her.
Yeah.
So, just to kind of pivot here.
Pivot.
Our boy.
Your boy.
No. Our.
Me and you?
Our homie.
Our homeboy?
Yes. Van Jones. We like Van Jones.
We did. He was on the vision board and everything.
Vision board Van Jones.
He was. Went to see his speech.
Went to go see Van Jones.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what happened.
That money
I don't know.
that Jeff Bezos gave him has turned this nigga out.
I don't know what happened.
Excuse me. So recently, he had a speech in which he apologized to Jewish people on behalf of black people.
This nigga's scared.
But I don't know what the apology is for. We didn't do nothing.
This is what I'm saying. So, of course, he's running with the narrative of like, Kanye anti-Semitic, Kyrie is anti-Semitic. So, the black community is not going to come out and apologize. So let me say it for them.
Well, so these are two black individuals. Right?
Yeah, one of them is schizophrenia.
I think he's bipolar.
Bipolar schizophrenia?
I don't think he has schizophrenia. I think he's bipolar.
Okay, bipolar 2.
Okay. But I feel like they got the right to their opinion.
Yes, and just by the way, like, I just don't think they said anything to like slander Jewish people. Maybe they might have said something that might have been offensive.
Kanye is definitely like gone left on the offensiveness.
This nigga is kamikaze mode.
I don't know what he's talking about.
This nigga is on kamikaze mode.
I mean,
this whole like loving Hitler shit.
Yeah, I don't know. You lost me. Yeah. You lost me.
Yeah. So I mean, anytime you're going through a mental break, you may say or do anything.
That's true, but I don't know. I don't know what this is.
Definitely trying to ruin his life.
Something went left with that.
He is.
I don't know what he's talking about with that. I can't get with that.
Right.
But
Kyrie just posted some shit, didn't even say nothing about it.
Right.
And
what they gotta do with the black community? Where do we come in at? Because two individuals.
Yeah. So
one individual really
won.
Yeah.
Really one kind of went overboard. You really can't, because he may be suffering from a brain injury, anything. We don't know.
He tripping.
So.
And then the other one posted a video, and there's talk of being the original Jews.
Right.
And being part of the Jewish community.
Right.
So I don't understand why there would need to be an apology, for one. And I don't understand why he think he could apologize for the black community.
That's what I took offense to.
What
was who the fuck appointed Van Jones leader of the niggas?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who appointed Van Jones leader of the black people? I do not consent to this.
Maybe it's like the, Dave Chappelle's
Stand up.
Saturday Night Live.
Meaning?
When he started off saying, I'm not anti-Semitic. I don't believe in anti-Semitism. Don't support it, condone it, none of that.
Right.
So kind of just to get that kind of...
No. Should we pause and look at the speech?
Yeah, because
All right, so let's pause here and then we'll come right back. Look at it and talk about it.
Okay.
All right, so we back. That was fast, right? That's what editing does. Yeah. So now that we have kind of reviewed, well, you have the chance to review, like kind of the speech. How do you feel about it?
I feel like he's apologizing on behalf of Kanye. Ye, specifically, and what he's talking about. I know he also said he wanted to apologize for his profession.
Yes.
Which I guess is the media.
Okay.
The media that he's a part of and a proud part.
Mm-hmm.
Saying that it's a disservice.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess part of me is like, okay, well, I can get what you're saying because, yes, you are saying that what he's doing is wrong publicly. I'm going to publicly say that Ye and his antics are wrong.
Right.
And not a part of what we believe.
Right.
Now, I think he goes a little further than that.
Right.
And I think that's where it gets lost. Right? Because he was talking about his godmother being a part of SNCC.
Right.
And the civil rights movement with black and Jewish people. And I feel like there's always been allies with every single movement.
Yeah, no matter what movement.
No matter what, there's always been allies.
Yeah, so you can't really you can't use that as see,
we've been partnership. Right, we've been partners. I don't know.
Right.
I think we've always had allies. I think we've had allies of every single race.
Yeah.
I think we've had allies of every single, I don't know for every single religion, but different people have been allies that are not a part of the community.
Definitely.
So I don't feel like that. You know what I mean? That connection is...
You can't use that to say, okay, black people has always had a good relationship with Jews.
Right.
And I don't know where this is coming from.
I mean, I don't know where it is coming from. I know that there were Jewish people that have also wronged black people.
Yeah. A lot more than allies.
So, I don't know if I would say a lot more than allies. So I don't know how many allies we actually have.
Right, but...
At any point.
Come on.
But I'm sure they've owned slaves.
Yeah.
I'm sure they were part of the Jim Crow
era, yes.
Right? So they passed the paper bag test, so they was on the other side.
Definitely was white people.
Right. So, I mean... I just can't say that they are partners the way that he was trying to say that they're partners.
Right.
I don't know that they're necessarily enemies or anybody to be attacked, though.
I agree. I don't think that, like you said, they're anybody to be attacked. I just don't think that we're as close as he was cooning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, come on, man. I understand that, that they're not the complete enemy, but kind of, y'all on that side.
Right, when it comes down to it.
When it comes down to it,
you over there.
Yeah, So.
But I feel like we kind of get into these things to where we specifically look at a group and say, no, this group doesn't deserve hatred, or no, this group doesn't deserve violence. Nobody does, because, I mean, at the end of the day, they people.
Right. I
We're
agree.
people, and it's just a person.
I agree.
So at the very base of it, as a person, you don't deserve to be treated like this.
And let me just say this. A lot of times I feel like with the hate that they're talking about, right?
Yeah.
It's not really hate.
Right. You could have an observation about somebody.
Yeah, and not be on no hating.
Right. And it not be like
And it
violent or...
right. It's not because I'm saying this doesn't mean that I want to harm you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know. Like, I just feel like everybody's taking this, like, it's blown out of... It's just too much.
I think that's the era that we live in, though.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really say anything.
Yeah, true.
About anybody. Or you're being hateful towards that person. Even if it's not a hateful thing to say.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just...
Like, I feel like people, like, talking to people, they might be hesitant to describe me as a black woman. Yeah, that's what I am.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you saying that I'm black is hateful.
Yeah. But see, like, the thing is, and I hate to say this, but there's black women that if you call them a black woman, it's offensive. Now, let's take this second to switch gears, because the princess recently,
Megan
came out. You like that segue?
She got kicked out.
Right, and she was saying that she had kicked out. Well,
like royalty. She's not.
She got kicked out?
Go ahead.
Wow.
I don't know if she kicked out, but they chose to leave. So I didn't connect her with being a
but
princess
no, like recently,
anymore.
She came out and said, like, I have never been treated like a black woman.
Right. So she was saying before she went to the UK,
right,
nobody really specifically treated her like a black woman, like, because they made it such a big deal about Harry marrying a black woman and her being a black woman.
You think?
Now she says, now I'm treated like a black woman.
Right. So this is the sad part. Because she's like, how do you say it?
Mixed?
Biracial.
Okay.
All right. I think that's the politically correct way of saying it.
Sure.
Biracial.
Mm-hmm.
I got to work on my politically correctness stuff.
Okay, do your thing. Good job.
So because she's biracial, a lot of biracial people, they feel like they have the option to go, no, I'm not just black. I have a white family too.
You do.
And I tend to lean towards my white side.
I mean, whatever side you relate with.
Right.
But I feel like, and I kind of go into like this kind of conflict in my head, because I feel like you should accept both sides.
No, definitely.
You should acknowledge that you are both, like with her, she's black and she's white. Like, acknowledge both.
So, to be fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to say it like this, but to be fair, to white people, you always gonna be the black girl. Regardless, now mind you, the way you act may make them forget, right? Because sometimes I be listening to Eminem forgetting he a white dude.
But I think because she's so fair.
What do you mean?
Like her skin.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Fair.
Like, you'll forget.
Right.
Right? So you'll forget. But overall, this is a black person. Right? To white people, you're not all the way white. You're all the way white.
But I don't think you're all the way black either.
No, of course not. But you ain't all the way white.
Right. So you're in this.
So to white people, you black if you ain't all the way white.
I don't know if that's true.
Just like to some black people, If you ain't all the way black, you white.
Yeah, but I think that's ignorance.
I think it depends on. Yeah, I think it's ignorance.
It's ignorance.
But
Like,
also it depends on like which side.
but you shouldn't have to pick a side.
No, I'm not saying that you should, but it depends on which side you naturally lean towards.
I think there's other characteristics that come into play aside from your skin tone and your skin color.
Like what?
Like, besides your physical attributes, your
Okay.
personality,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
and how you behave.
Right, so that's why I said it depends on which side you lean towards, because usually they're gonna have some effect on your characteristics, right?
Mhm.
So the thing is, I don't think, and for her to say, okay, I've never been treated like a black woman, means that maybe you didn't do a whole lot to like, I don't know, like incorporate your blackness or acknowledge your blackness.
I think what it comes down to is that she didn't have to.
Right, and that's...
I think that's all that... I think she didn't have to.
Right.
She probably wasn't really questioned too often, right? Because you could put on some makeup and you would think that she's not even
She definitely
black.
passed.
Yeah, so I don't know what she is.
Right.
Might not even question it. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
Depending on
Right.
however she presents herself.
And maybe she was trying to pass this whole time. Like,
Maybe.
not even bringing it up.
Right. And now...
You're around real white people.
Right.
Real white people.
That don't like you.
Real white people, though.
That don't like you.
What do you mean by that?
They don't like her.
They might not like her, but they real white people, though.
Right. And they don't like her.
I don't think they like anybody, though.
They like Kate.
Kate probably is very obedient.
Yeah.
But anytime you're this close to royalty and power,
Royalty.
and power, you think they not finna... What?
Yeah.
You is damn near African to them.
You can do a background check and see who this girl is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what did you expect was going to happen? You expected that maybe you could pass like you've been doing with your white friends in America.
But I think she probably didn't even think about it.
Of course not.
Like, I don't even think she even thought about it or even knew that there was a difference in the treatment that existed, right?
So you're saying pretty much that because she's been like living in a world where like it's not even like a thing.
She didn't know.
Racism never like crept up on her mind.
Right.
That's sad then.
Maybe
and this is why I said that maybe you haven't done enough to...
But maybe it did because, you know, her mom is black.
Right.
So I don't know how it doesn't creep up in your mind and you have a black mom.
Right. And this is why when you say, I've never been treated like a black woman, like what do you... Okay, so first of all, what do you think a black woman gets treated like? That's number one.
Well,
I just need to know that first, moving forward. Right? Before you even make a comment like that, I just need to first you break down what do you feel like a black woman gets treated like.
right. What's the difference now?
And then I need to know in comparisons, how was they treating you? And then how do you never get treated like a black woman when you have a black mom?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To make that statement is like, I've never got treated like a black woman. Like, wait a minute. So, like, in my mind, it's almost like you're watching black women get treated wrong, going, wait, I don't get treated like that.
Or now that she is in that category, she's being treated wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But why is it surprising considering the fact that you have a black mom? You understand what I'm saying? Like, if a white person attempts to treat me bad because I'm black, I understand that some white people may treat you bad. But if you don't believe you're black,
but if it's never happened to you,
right? But even if it's never happened, if you understand racism and how it plays a role in society,
right?
You understand that it's not surprising that it happens.
But it very well could be that she was in the, I don't know what you would call it.
What?
The delusion that racism is over.
Maybe. But
right? Everything, we're new aged, we're out of Jim Crow, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Racism is over. We don't have that anymore. And through her experience, she's experienced that it doesn't happen anymore.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that might be like, not only does she have on the rose-colored glasses, everything is going along with it until
bam,
slapped in the face, and they worrying about what color skin Archie about to have.
Right. So I think we owe something like this. We need to give Paul Mooney his roses. Because he used to talk about people getting a nigga wake up call, right?
Right.
And I thought like it was a bit. You know what I mean? A part of me felt like, yeah, it happens, but for the most part, this is a bit, right? It's comedy, it's a bit, right?
Right.
No, like people really is out here getting nigga wake up call. So when you thought like, hey, maybe it's racism, it's over, and I can pass for white, and I don't get treated like that,
right? And
then bam,
it happens.
Because no matter who you thought you was, this is real, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this is how certain societies operate. Most societies operate,
especially royalty,
especially powerful people. So it was very shocking to me when she came out and said like, I've never been treated like a black woman.
Yeah.
Like, what do white women get treated like? I'm concerned. Like, okay, so you would equate how you've been treated like, so you've been treated like a white woman,
or just not a black one.
But what is that? Especially if you live in a world where you feel like racism doesn't exist anymore. Everybody should get treated good because racism doesn't exist anymore.
And maybe that's what she thought.
Nah.
Maybe she thought she was being treated regular, like a regular person.
And then she felt like they was treating her specifically like a black woman.
After when she went to the UK, because everybody made such a big deal about it.
Okay.
That's what she said in the car.
So, yeah, man, just to kind of touch on that, like, because she definitely...
And she'd feel the difference.
Yeah, and she got a nigga wake-up call.
Yeah.
And I want to say, welcome back, pull your chain out.
Get one, huh?
Right, for real. For real. So recently, like, it's been like this thing with T.I., where apparently, like, he, like, talked about telling on his cousin, right? So I guess, like, they used to boost clothes or whatever, and then, they got pulled over, and it was a gun in the car, and, as they going through the court proceedings, his cousin, like, passes away.
Before they finish like
right.
charging and all that.
His lawyer was like, "Hey man, like we can make all this go away. All you have to do is just say, hey, yeah, it wasn't mine, it was his. And he did. They can't do nothing to him."
Right.
And so T.I. said he spoke to his cousin, through spirit, I would imagine.
Okay.
And his cousin said, "Do what you got to do, and I ain't tripping. I'm up here partying. Pop got a party in the back, and why you bothering me?"
What's he gonna do?
My thing is this, like, I just think, and it's very hard for me to say this, but it's very refreshing at the same time.
Okay.
These niggas done took this snitching stuff like to a whole nother level. Come on now. People like, snitching is snitching. Whether the person is dead or not. No.
Don't even make any
sense. The whole purpose of not snitching is to not send nobody to jail in your place.
All right. Don't get in trouble. Don't get somebody else in trouble.
We're pretty much in your place, right? Meaning like, okay, we do a crime together, right? I'm gonna give the police everything we did, right? I'm gonna be their star witness almost.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
I'm gonna give them everything.
Right.
And I would know because I'm a part of it.
Right.
Right? So I'm gonna give them everything that we did and maybe more in order to get a lightened sentence or maybe no sentence.
Right.
Right? So in other words, I don't want to go to jail.
Right.
So I'm gonna tell them everything that they need to know so that y'all can go to jail. Kind of like what 6ix9ine did. Right?
Right.
Well, this is exactly what 6ix9ine did, right?
I see.
That's snitching, right? Or maybe even this. Listen, I get busted and I'm like, listen, I got a whole lot of information on those guys over there. All right? And I know y'all want those guys over there.
Right.
So I can tell you everything that I know. I know where they do their business. I can tell you everything if I only do this amount of time or maybe no time. Right?
Right.
That's snitching when you are when it's in, like your freedom is in jeopardy. And in order to release yourself, you give up other people or information about things in order to maybe free yourself a bit and help out the state or the government, right?
Okay.
In order for them to have a solid case, right? And in the process, other people go to jail. They pretty much take your time.
Or more.
Right?
Right.
Now, the reason why people don't want you to snitch is two things. Back in the day, way before I was a sparkle in my daddy's eye. Usually, if you my partner and we do a crime together, he's not going to tell because somebody needs to be out here to take care of the family.
Right.
And then usually that person would. Right? So let's say I'm with my boy. We both do a crime. He take it or I take it. We don't tell on each other because somebody need to be out here to take care of the families.
Right.
And usually that person did that. Right? So I can understand that. Right? Can't you let both of us go to jail now? Both of our families messed up out here.
Right.
No. Somebody gotta be out here. But there's no honor like that anymore. Or you didn't do it because you're actually sending somebody else to jail. You're actually working with the people that's trying to take y'all down. You working with the other side in order to send somebody from your side to jail. Which I understand that.
Okay.
But if a person is dead, people is still like, nah, man, that's still snitching. You don't snitch on the dead. What are you talking about?
I think that's the new rule.
What are you he's dead.
Right.
He's dead. That's nothing. People like, nah, man, you just don't work with the police at all. No, you don't work with the police to harm somebody else. It's a win-win if the person dead.
Right.
The police get to close the case, right? And nobody goes to jail.
Right.
And I thought the whole purpose of the game is to kind of finesse and beat the game the best way you can without harming other people. Right? These niggas is saying that you snitch on somebody dead. Now, mind you, keep in mind that there's no such thing as the snitch rule. Everybody's telling. Ain't no way all these people in jail and don't nobody tell nothing.
Well, you see on First 48.
Them niggas be telling.
Right. Every time.
I'm talking about for Pepsi.
And a cigarette.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker done told you everything. I seen the nigga accidentally tell on himself. I seen the nigga accidentally tell on himself. He said, no, that's the one I shot. And then his brother and the police couldn't believe it.
Just talking.
So, I mean, there's no such thing as like, oh, no, I don't snitch. You ain't never got 70 years through at you neither.
They might not, though.
It's possible. It is some people that, you know.
Yeah, have the rule, the honor, whatever.
Yeah, some people out there that'll live by it.
By a code. But it's a lot of people that don't.
A whole lot more than niggas with loyalty.
Yeah.
There's no way like 5 of y'all gonna go to jail and nobody gonna tell nothing.
Right.
Just nobody.
Right.
Somebody taking that. I'm talking about somebody is taking that deal. So it's just it's I don't know what code niggas is living by.
I think that's the problem.
It's a fake code.
I don't even know that it's a fake code. I think that there's a code, but so many people want to play in the game and not follow the code.
No, it's not even like so many people want to play in the game and not follow the code. The niggas who's setting up the code is telling. Everybody tells.
But I don't think they set up the code.
Everybody tells, Moriah. I don't think I've ever seen like at no level of people not telling. At every level, people tell. No matter if you the boss or you the employer, I'm talking about the lowest level member, you tell.
I think it just depends. I think some people have it in them to not tell.
Definitely. Some people do, and I don't want to discredit those people who actually have the honor to not.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And you decide to participate.
Right. It just is something that come with it.
Right.
But it's a lot of sore losers out here.
That's true. On every level. Every single level. Sore losers.
So, I mean, like, don't get caught. I just don't like the fact that people get caught up in this. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't snitching out here. You know what I'm saying? No snitch. And then, them niggas say 63 years. You like, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. How many? Okay. I mean, because, like, it depends on what they want to know. You know what I'm saying? Changes quick.
It's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time.
It's the rest of your life.
And mind you, jail is not like regular life.
Right.
Right? So you could be tough out here and, like, somebody's girlfriend in jail.
Right.
So everybody don't have it in them. There's very few people that have it in them.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and then it's this like snitching misconception in which like it's this old lady out here snitching. No, bruh, she's a law-abiding citizen.
Right.
This is what she's supposed to do if she feel like something is going on that can harm her, that's harming the community, whatever.
Right.
She's gonna call the police. She's not snitching. She's participating in society.
Right.
Like
Properly.
right. You can only be a snitch as if you participate in the game. Like that's it. And people just everything is snitching now.
Yeah.
What you snitch? Like, oh come on. It's not snitching.
Right.
You have people who are law-abiding citizens and pay their taxes, and they expect when they call the police that the police will come and fix whatever problem that they have.
The crime.
Right.
Crime in the area.
And so you got to expect people to do that.
Yeah. If they got a concern about what's going on,
Right.
they want to go through the avenues to try to prevent it or whatever.
Right. I like to think that I'm to the point where if something is going on,
Mm-hmm.
I will not involve myself.
Okay. What does that even mean?
What you mean?
I don't know what that means.
So like if I see somebody like right now, like in my car, rumbling through my car,
Oh.
I'm not going to go out there with a knife or a baseball bat or something or a gun or anything and try to like, hey, get out my car. I like to think that I will
You're gonna
pick
call
up my
the
cell
police?
phone and call the authorities
You're gonna call
and
the
have them
police?
handle this.
I see.
I would like to think.
Nah, I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't.
I am changing, Mariah.
Ooh, look at this.
I am making progress within my life.
Really?
Definitely. And I want to continue this process. And in order for me to continue to grow, I must not hinder myself with old Dante things.
Old Dante antics.
Yes. So I will pick up my cell phone and call the authorities and say, hello, 911. And that's how I'll handle that. I like to think.
Maybe. Maybe so. I don't think so. I think you would get some excitement out of it.
I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. So,
Opportunity.
just to kind of like pivot here.
Pivot.
Bill Cosby has like some lawsuits now.
Yeah, I think people just,
Come on.
trying.
It's a money grab.
I don't know if it's a money grab.
Definitely a money grab.
Maybe definitely legit. I mean, considering his history. But
it's a money grab.
I don't know.
You can't prove that he didn't do it.
You can't prove that he didn't do it, but I feel like... So now I feel like it's beating a dead horse.
It's
right?
a money grab. That's why I said it's a money grab. Like they just want money.
I think... But I don't know if that's true. So I feel like it definitely could have happened, right?
Possible.
Given his history.
Possible.
Given what we know he has admitted to.
Definitely.
Right?
Yes.
He got out of jail on a technicality.
Okay.
Right? Even though he admitted that he did it, they couldn't really take the information that they received to, like, convict him.
Right.
Right? They weren't supposed to use, like, the information.
He was in jail, like, from some, like, unconstitutional shit.
Right. So now there is a lack of justice on some part, right?
Right.
That you could do this, you could admit that you did this, get convicted, but then they have to let you go because it was unconstitutional. So now you're not even getting the punishment that you deserve.
I understand. What punishment was he gonna get?
Being locked up.
He wasn't gonna get locked up.
In the eyes of the people that he's done this to.
Right, but he wasn't gonna get locked up in the first place.
in the eyes of the people that he's done this to.
I don't understand.
He went to jail. He was locked up.
Okay,
They reached their justice a little bit. You know what I mean?
But,
at least he's locked up now.
Right, but
now he's out and nothing is happening.
Okay, so listen. But I feel like he wasn't gonna get locked up in the first place. Right? So he was doing like a deposition for like a lawsuit, like for some money.
Right.
And they was like, go ahead and admit it, and we just want to know.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, all right, I did that shit. And they was
Right.
like, we knew it. And so a new like DA comes and they decide to use this information, which they can't use because,
it's given immunity or whatever.
Right. To prosecute him, right?
Yeah.
So, like, at the beginning of this, I can understand what you're saying. Like, he was locked up, so there was some kind of, like, level of closure for them, right? But at the beginning of this, those same people didn't even expect him to do any jail time because there was nothing to, you know what I mean?
Right, but I think when you then, as things develop and he ends up getting jail time,
right,
getting sentenced to jail,
right,
and actually being there,
they probably was as shocked as we were. Like, what?
Well, I think when they decided to prosecute, it was like oh, good, right?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because if someone, like, initially if something happens to you and they're like, no, we're not going to prosecute.
I don't know.
For whatever reason.
I don't know if they felt like that.
I'm just saying.
50 years? You don't feel like that. Like,
I'm just saying. You decide to prosecute.
Right, he goes to jail.
So
you like, he'll
gets
leave?
released. There's like...
But do you think like the victims was really like, oh, at least my abuser, my rapist, my whatever is in jail?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know how... Okay.
Let's have this conversation. Keep it a bean. Let's have this conversation. I may cut it out though, but if I don't, then it'll be good. So, you think it's possible to wait 50 years?
Not everybody was 50 years, for one, right?
Okay.
It wasn't 50 years for everybody.
True.
So...
I think he done something like 06.
It was something recent enough to be prosecuted for.
Like 06.
Right. So it was still within the statute of limitations. That it was still happening. Now, granted, between that time and 50 years ago,
right,
there's no telling how many women he's done this to.
Never. And you don't know between the time of 06 and he went to jail how many women he's done this to.
Right. But then also, you can't say how these women feel of being violated like that. Yeah, I'm sure there's some people that didn't feel anything, right? 50 years, I'm over it. But 50 years, I could not be over it. And it's a traumatizing thing that happened to me.
And it has affected my life.
Affected my entire life.
Okay, fair enough. But that's what I think.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, just because it's been a long time don't mean that, one, anybody has dealt with it or addressed it.
Right.
And two, like, you don't know the effect or impact that this has had on their lives.
I agree. I think you're completely right. I should have made that statement. But to kind of like comment on like what's going on now, I think that, I don't know, man. It's just, come on. Like, leave him alone. At this point, like, let's leave him alone. He old. You don't know how long he got.
I don't know that matters.
That man was in jail for like some constitutional stuff. I'm pretty sure like at that age being in jail, it's like, come on. At the end of your life, you've been Bill Cosby like a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of all of this, you go to jail for something like unconstitutional. Mm-hmm. They played you.
Right.
So at this point, man, you know, I feel like it has to be more about money than anything else.
Yeah, I don't know what the lawsuit, like, I don't know about that part.
Right.
But I do understand, like, wanting to get actual, like, something.
Right.
Like, some type of justice in your mind, if that's what this is.
Right. But
it very well could be, like, I just want to get some money before he die, and now I have the opportunity.
Right.
Because I wasn't able to be a part of whatever other lawsuit or whatever else happened previously.
Well,
so
we
now,
do know that people come out and just make up stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
In order to try to, like the lady who said, Usher.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, come on.
Right.
And mind you, she had like a whole press conference and it was becoming like a big story.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like, leave this man alone. And sometimes when the door gets open on you, so think about this. Usher, squeaky clean, right? For the most part, right?
Okay.
Especially compared to Bill.
Yeah.
The door is open on Bill.
Yeah.
So you think they ain't coming? They coming.
Yeah.
It's open as he'll pay just to make it go away.
Right.
So, man, I just, you know, and maybe this is just a part of his karma.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at this point, man, come on.
I don't know. It's hard to feel sorry for him. If I'm honest.
All right.
It's hard to feel
I'm
sorry
tired
for
of
him.
hearing about it.
Yeah, I'm tired of him. Like, the same with, like, OJ, though.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
No, the OJ is entertaining.
No, I mean, it gets old after a while.
Yeah, but like, you don't like if OJ, put it like this, I think it would get old if like somebody else died around OJ and somebody else died around OJ. You know what I mean?
I think anything OJ related at this point is like, okay.
So, I mean, I'm tired of it, personally.
Mm.
So, I'm just hoping, like, they just leave that man alone. Let him.
Why, though?
Because he old. What you want him to do?
So?
All
He
right.
was old in 06.
All right, man. I mean.
He been old, and he's still out here with his Viagra.
All right, but all I'm saying is, at this point, what do you want? What do you want from this man?
Money.
All right, so, I mean.
That's what they want. They want money. And I guess an apology, I would assume.
Oh, apology? Oh, apology, huh? Hey, sorry I raped you.
Yeah, tell me sorry.
Tell me sorry that you raped me.
Mm-hmm. And give me some money.
And give me some money. That sounds like a scorned whore.
Mm.
So I'm tired of it. Just leave Bill Cosby alone, man. Let him wear sweaters.
No.
And I know you like this old, from a female perspective, you like this old man deserve to burn in hell.
I don't even think that. I don't think this old man deserved to burn in hell. I have no opinion on what happens to him at any rate. But I do feel like if he's done these things to these people and they want some type of something from it, right?
Right.
Whatever that may be, whether you late to the party or not,
Right.
get what you're trying to get.
Man, look.
If he did it to you, he did it to you. Now he got to deal with the consequence. This is the consequence of what he was doing.
But I also feel like he may not necessarily done this to all these people.
He may
it's just
not have.
that they latching on.
Right. And this is
So,
the consequence of
definitely
the
a
ones
consequence.
that he did do it to. Now you want to be out here doing these nasty things. Now you got to deal with the consequences of what you done.
Fair enough.
No, I don't feel sorry for you.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't want him to burn in hell. That's a little intense.
Okay. So, how do you feel about the income the transgenders are about to get in San Francisco?
So San Francisco is doing a low income for transgender specifically.
And it's not like the everybody.
No.
Because I'd have been up there like, hey, yeah.
I think you have to go through like an application and all that stuff to get approved. And it's only like a few people. It's not even like a real impact, in my opinion, but maybe it's just a test.
Right. It's like 50-something people, huh?
Yeah, something low.
Oh, yeah, it's not. Yeah, when it first came out, I thought it was like, yo, wait a minute.
Yeah.
They finna give.
So it's a guaranteed $1,200 per month.
Right.
For low income transgender residents of San Francisco.
Right.
So it's a program that they have to combat poverty, specifically in that community. So there's going to be 55 transgender residents.
How do you combat poverty with 55 people?
55 residents, and they are selected to be in the program. And it's every month for up to 18 months.
And this is in San Francisco?
Yeah. And then they also receive wraparound services such as gender affirming care, gynecological care, and more.
Right, but what did that have to do with poverty?
The wraparound services?
Yes.
I think that, yes, I can just give you some money.
Right.
But there's a reason why you're not functioning well enough.
And the reason why is they live in San Francisco.
Well, it's very expensive.
Yeah.
But
And low key, $1,200 ain't shit in San Francisco.
it's really not. It's not even gonna cover rent anywhere.
Right.
But
Not even like a 1-bedroom real quick.
maybe it's just, help them function a little bit better. Figure out life.
Okay.
Maybe you need to move out of San Francisco if you can't afford to live here.
Right.
Maybe you need to go live in Sacramento.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Or a different other city.
Yeah.
Not in the
Portland
Bay Area.
Maybe Portland is expensive too.
Maybe Portland's expensive, but
I feel like all of that is expensive up there.
well, get off the coast.
Right.
Get off the coast,
Right.
and it's a little bit cheaper.
Gotta go to Montana.
Something, but look at your options. But maybe the wraparound services are just whether it's mental health treatment that you're needing in order to function a little bit better, or life skills
Right.
function a little bit better.
Right.
Think about your choices that you're making,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Okay.
So I think that has a lot to do with poverty too.
I just I felt like, man, like what is like $1,200?
Yeah, I don't know what that's gonna do.
Yeah, it's like $1,200, and it's only like 50, like you said, 55 transgender.
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna be as big of an impact as I would think they want to make.
But I know they also have this program for other people.
So maybe it's just like a test run.
Yeah, other groups.
So maybe it's just a test run.
Yeah, other groups have this too.
And if it goes well, if it gets good response, we can kind of see growth. Then maybe they'll expand it.
Maybe.
Right. I just felt like, yo, how come they can't do that with regular people?
Yeah, it's very specific.
Very specific.
Yeah. But then are people gonna lie and say that they're transgender when they're not?
Oh, definitely I was going to be one of them.
You know what I mean?
Real quick for the 1,200, real quick.
But 1,200, I don't know that it's enough.
Nah, it's not enough, but it's free.
It's free. It's
You
a free
feel what I'm saying?
12, right?
The little free 12 real quick.
So
Every
maybe-
month? Free?
So
Come
maybe
on
they're
now.
picking like 55 that the 12 will actually have an impact for. Maybe you just under the poverty line, and
Right.
so the 1,200 be a nice little
Right.
boost for you,
Right, nice little boost.
as opposed to you ain't got no job. you ain't
Also,
doing
it
nothing.
may boost the economy in that area.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. But people shop online now, so.
Yeah. And it is San Francisco.
Right, so you just never know. I just didn't understand it. And I don't think personally, just to be like on the more serious side, I don't think personally 1,200 is enough to like for people to lie.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure it'll be like a verification. I don't know how you verify. I don't know how you would verify.
I don't think
but I would
can.
hope that you attempt to like try to verify. You know what I mean?
There ain't no verification. How you gonna verify?
I don't know.
Because there's so many different stages.
And then you could I just became transgender yesterday.
Or I've been, take a few pictures over the weekend.
Yeah, and
knowing when you gotta do your application.
Yeah, so I guess you're right. Like, I don't know if I would do it though.
Yeah, I'm sure you wouldn't. I actually know that you wouldn't.
But I would want to.
No, you wouldn't.
I would want the 12. I just don't know if I would take it that far for the 12. It's not enough money. If it was 12,000 a month, shit.
Would you?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know, man. Something about that. I don't know, man.
I think you too prideful.
Man.
To be walking around here.
120,000.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. 120,000 is like life changing.
All right.
So 12,000 is life changing as well, but
120.
It's like, come on.
He'll put a wig on.
Yeah, I would. 120,000.
Yeah.
I guess. I go in that regular like I'm transgender. I used to be a girl.
Yeah, right.
I'm telling you, I used to be a girl.
All they got to do is do some blood draw.
Right. So, yeah, man, it's very hard to kind of that thought to like wrestle with, but I would hope I could go and get the 120.
Yeah, maybe.
So also in San Francisco, you got these robot things.
RoboCops. They're about to have RoboCops in San Francisco, which is crazy.
It's nuts, man. Just the idea behind like
a RoboCop.
Like just the idea behind like it's gonna be robots out here being the police.
Not only that, but like they're meant to be the lethal emergency situation relief. You know what I mean?
So, man,
I don't know. It's a little scary. I think watching RoboCop as a kid.
I don't think it's gonna be like that though.
But like it went wrong.
What, RoboCop?
Yeah, like watching RoboCop as a kid.
No, definitely, but
and then the robots,
right? But I don't think it's gonna be like that.
I don't know.
I think so in Dallas with the Dallas shooter, right? They sent in a robot to like blow him up or something like that, right? And that's how they kind of dealt with that. And it was like I think that was like the first time they have sent in a robot in a regular police
situation.
Yeah. They sent in a robot to like blow them up, and I think that's what they're gonna be doing.
I think that's scary though.
Definitely. And then like this is what I'm worried about. What is the laws gonna be against beating up this damn robot or something?
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like think about like you in the crib and a robot creep in and you beat that damn thing with a bat. Is you getting life? Is like, you know what I mean?
Right. Like they do with the dogs.
Right. Like what is gonna be
the consequence?
Yeah.
I don't know.
A fucking robot come throw a grenade in your house.
Right. Now you mad at the robot.
Beat the dog shit at this robot.
Yeah. So they are to they're gonna be explosive. They could deploy robots.
Right.
Equipped with explosive charges.
Right.
To contact, incapacitate, or disorient violent, armed, or dangerous suspects.
See?
When lives are at stake.
They just finna be throwing grenades pretty much.
I don't know. Do you think it's like a flashbang kind of thing?
No, so I know, like I said, they used this with the Dallas shooter that killed like 5 police officers.
Yeah.
He was like in a garage, like in a
Parking
garage and something like that, and they didn't know exactly where he was at.
Okay.
And because it was risky, kind of sending more officers in, and he's killing officers.
Right.
They just sent the robot in to blow him up.
But how does that work with people like also in the garage, around the garage?
Oh no, they evacuated it. Of course, I mean, like if it's a person shooting from the garage, you're not gonna be in the garage. But also, how do that work when like my car is there?
Right.
Is y'all gonna pay for my whip or
right?
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think it's a lot of things to go into it, and I'm pretty sure
that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like this is the development of it,
right?
And as we kind of get into it, ready for it, there'll be different laws and things like that put in place in order to protect the robot, at least.
Yeah, because since a robot is equipped in this manner, would only be used in extreme circumstances,
right,
to save or further prevent loss of innocent lives.
Right. So,
but I don't know how the robot would differentiate.
No, they control the robot. It's not like it's a robot that just run around and then.
Oh no, you seen RoboCop?
Nah, come on now. They controlling the robot, right? So it might be like a robot literally that they controlling like in one of them little control rooms.
So it's like a remote control
Yeah.
robot.
Yeah. They could do stuff though.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't trust people.
You like how the robot gonna differentiate like who is who?
Yeah, if you sending in a robot to explode.
No, it's not like a self, like one of those robots like you like Johnny 5, get him, and he like okay, right. And he run in there and throw a grenade, and then
not he
tuck
throw
and roll
a grenade.
and get up out of there.
Not he throw a grenade, but he just run in there and then
it's not.
He blow up.
It's not really. It's not like a robot, like iRobot or nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
It's like
I think that might be where it's headed, though.
Maybe, but I know this is not it. At least that's not what they were using.
This level,
right?
Okay.
So
I accept it.
That's something that it's gonna be kind of weird moving forward. You know what I'm saying? To kind of see out here. You know, they're gonna put the gun down. Right. All right, he don't want to put the gun down. Send in a robot.
Right.
You know. So.
But I feel like robots are about to take over.
Oh, definitely. I think we're in the beginning stages of robots taking over. But also, I think that maybe we've pivoted because you have this whole like metaverse thing coming. So, I think that we'll be more like we'll be less involved in the real world more than reality, if that makes sense.
Will it be more virtual reality?
That's what I'm saying. So, it's going to be everything in the metaverse. You can imagine like stores and all kind of stuff, right? You're going to be able to watch movies and it's going to be off the chain, right? It's already like pretty decent.
Right.
So as it gets better and better, I think that's kind of where we're going. So there's really no use of really having too many robots in the real world if we're going to be in virtual reality.
But I don't think we're always going to be in virtual reality. I think it's going to be like entertainment, like TV.
Okay.
Because the way TV is now, it's everywhere, right?
Right.
Everybody watches videos. Everybody watches TV.
Right.
So, I don't know that. But I think it's more so going to take over, like, routine stuff. So, like, the burger making.
Okay.
You know how they have, like
people jobs.
The smoothies.
Right.
Robots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe, we just got to see. I know where it goes. They already got the kiosks.
They do. And they got the robot for Jamba. Jamba has robots.
Oh shit! So
Smoothies.
maybe.
Yeah.
So something we gotta keep our eye on and see where it goes. You know.
We'll see.
Um.
We're in the future. Let us know what you guys think. How are you feeling about all the topics? Also, how are you feeling about the holidays? Are you guys excited for the holidays coming up? It'll be here soon, before we know it.
Yep, before we know it.
Let us know. We have Twitter and Instagram, ROAE_podcast on both.
And as always, mental health is real. Self-care is important. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.